Welcome back, guys. Just literally posted the end of week video. I hope you like it. I'm really pleased with it, if I'm honest with you. I didn't think it would come out as good as it has. There you go. We've had a clear up and we've slapped some varnish down. There's just 20% varnish, 70% white spirit, good hoover, good sand. I did put some dye down on it originally, but it went black. I didn't like it. Didn't look right. I'm not so keen on wood that looks like it's been burnt. It's not my thing, but I get it. That's other people like it, so each to their own, but not for me. So I decided to leave it just plain sanded. Still not sure if this is going to stay though, because I was looking at this earlier and I thought, oh, I don't know, maybe we should put some sort of fake floor down. We've gone to all the trouble of giving it the appearance of modern, and then I go and put that down. Do you know? I mean, do you hear me on that one? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, okay. Well, tomorrow I'm not doing it. I'm letting that dry. Tomorrow I'm going to mask tape that whole area off. I'm going to shove the loo in there, I'm going to draw around where the toilet is, and then I'm going to get the door, put the door up against the hole, try and work out where's the best position for the door, and then I'll cut the inside out first, then drill 4 holes for each corner, making sure I get them as accurate as possible. That's important. And then we'll drill, cut through on the outside, cut all the insulation out, and then we'll line the door up on the outside and just make the hole, because we're going to make the hole slightly smaller so as we can fine tune it a little bit better. Right, I'm afraid you can't really get a wide view of this, so please bear with me. I've masked the wall. The purpose of that is so I can draw a line all the way round. Give me an idea of where this loo is going to sit in relation to the wall. So what we then need to do, now that I've drawn it, is take measurements off the bottom. I don't know if that is visible to you. There. That one is essential, that line. Measure twice, cut once, and all of that. So that should be 4. Because my eyesight is terrible, I can't see the fine lines. We will behave. Thank you. Right, that represents the base of where that door is going to sit. Here. Stay still. In order to get that right, I need a felt tip pen. Oh, you should really use a hole saw for this job, and I couldn't find mine at the time. Even though Oh, that's close, isn't it? Okay, I've drawn some lines. I went a little bit out on that one, but it shouldn't make a lot of difference. We'll get the grinder now, slice into this little lot, take that out. There you go. On this one, I've got it a bit wonky, but I think we can adjust that. But on this one, unlike all the others, I am going to have to put some battens around this because I don't have anything to screw to, and the wall is a bit wobbly as well. So yeah, we could definitely do with digging this all out. Right. So that's the first half. I'll leave the camera here and put the loo in place and see if everything line up. Yeah, not too bad at all, really. When you pull that out, you've got to lift it anyway, so it goes over that. So yeah, now all we need to do is figure out a way of fixing this into place and making it fit so it doesn't... See that plastic wall inside, that's so brittle and rubbish. I hate the stuff, but damn, it looked good, but it's rubbish. So we need to figure something out now. Maybe I should have cut this sucker out first before lining. Right, could I get away with just putting a sheet of alley round there and folding it in, I wonder. We'll see. What I'm doing, just to strengthen this all up a little bit more, something the key to with the screws when I put the cover plate in, is I've used a spade bit, or voila, and I've literally chiselled out all this muck. This is horrible stuff, it really is. It's messy. So what I'll do after that is, once it's chiselled that way, it is chiselled out, I'll make up loads of these. So be another one go along the top, one go down there, one go down there, right? Before I put the door in, I'm going to spray foam underneath and behind to try and take the gaps up. And I might even go as far as putting some metal around this piece just to stop it from flaring out, because that's exactly what will happen. And then we can screw the door on. But before I even do that, I'm actually debating about cutting these rounded edges off square, because then I can get some aluminium, bend it, and then lay that over the top, and then hopefully the door will fit there nice and tight, and it'll be solid, and that'll just be clean. And if we do end up spilling some of the contents, it won't fall through the actual wall and stain up and stink. You know what I mean. That's the plan. Right, the frame is in, gap filled. I was debating about putting an alley frame all the way around that, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that now. The first one was a bit of a pig to cut, and I ain't really got the right gear to do it. I wish I had guillotine, that would be useful. But we will run them screws out, put some countersinks in that alley, and then sink them screws back in again. Just waiting for that just to froth a bit more, and then I'll put the door on. There. So it's a reasonably good fit. Stick. Drying off quick. Right, I think we can take that out. Yeah, it's drying off. Right, well, I'll let that go a little bit harder. And then we'll put the door on. Once we get the door on, we can start putting the once that's dried off, we'll put the door on, and once that's dry, we'll put the toilet in place, screw that down. I'm going to see if I can find a way of splitting the loo. That seems to be held together with screws and clips, and getting it to those screws inside is really tricky, because I had a hell of a time trying to get the toilet out of the vehicle that I got it from. So that was something I did always promise myself. I'd like to run a sander over those edges as well before we go any further. So I do need that really much more dry than what it is. Alright guys, we're done. The locker door is in. Excuse the wobble. Yeah, the locker door is in. The toilet is now fixed. I'll get the right key though. And everything is in place. Just one stupid little mistake. I forgot to clean it before I put it in. And here's where the disadvantage of me being taller than the wife is because she can't reach in there and I'm going to have to. Oh, must be tough being short sometimes. Anyway, there she is. Just need to give her a bit of a power wash now. We've got stains everywhere and they'll come off. Even that little lot will come off because that's just polish from when I was... See what I mean? That'll come off. Not an issue. Right, let's have a look inside. Tremendous amount of mess. I have dirtied my new floor, but that ain't a problem because that was only a soaking coat anyway. So, there you go, it's in. But we did have to put 2 extra screws in the side which look ugly. Because this gap up here, which still isn't great, I couldn't get it to seal. Nightmare. So we'll wipe around that anyway, and when we do the caulking inside, we'll probably caulk that up as well. But we are there. I don't know how many previous owners, but I remember emptying this out. That thing had been full, the cassette. I ain't joking, that must have been 3 years old in there, and I emptied that out, and my god. But that's all I can say. How I managed to stop myself from chucking, I don't know. Not that you want to know about that. It was pretty damn disgusting. So we just got the sealing to do now, and a clean up, more varnish. We'll just keep varnishing that floor over a period of days. We'll just keep hoovering and varnishing. Need some drawer sliders next to the doorway, and we need to paint the door up white. The door for that is here in the back there, so we need to paint that up next, get that looking good both sides. And I think I might take a trip down to the scrapyard, take that leaking ram off that I modified and get another one. And this time I'll try and find one that's slightly longer on the push, and then hopefully this will seal up when the thing is out, and then we can start worrying about the external seals for the internal slide to stop the water from getting in. As for that leaking window, I know what I've got to do with that, and I'll deal with it when I get time. That one as well, we'll get the jigsaw out, cut a bit more wood out, scrape all that filler, and we'll get some sealant and we'll just seal everything tight. I think we'll be fine to do that, but I reckon I might have to put a couple of wooden battens there underneath that just to support it, because I think that's half the problem. I thought there was a dog growling there for a minute. So yeah, that was a video bonus just to complement the one I put out yesterday. So 6 likes so far. I'm sure there was 7. One's disappeared. I don't know what's going on with YouTube at the moment. It's weird. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to go up in the room, upload this, and I'm going to check out my new microphone and see what's what with that, and see if it's going to be suitable for video use. So thanks for viewing. I'll catch up with you next week. Bye bye.